where Reverend Cyprian Ngoma instructed us to use his salutations. So I will use the salutations he gave. To thank people, I would like first and foremost, on behalf of the Malawi Catholic Bishops Conference, the Malawi Conference of Catholic Bishops, to thank the State President. We are sorry that we messed up your program, Mr. President, because we are fully aware that you were not supposed to be up here in the North this week, but you obliged and modified your program to come here. Mr. President, just know that when we send to you our invitations, don't feel obliged to come. We would understand if you're busy. But on the other hand, if we think that if we don't invite you, some people will think that we hate you. So we are kind of caught there. But we would fully understand when you say you are busy. And we would fully appreciate that. Because at the back of our mind, when you come, Mr. President, attending our functions, we think of the resources, the few resources that we have, and they are spent on things that probably they were not meant to be spent on. I think attending ordinations are not in the budget, national budget. So when you come here, we feel sorry for, but we are grateful that you are here. Mr. President, I know that we are in election time and I don't want to offend you at all, but I want to say something. Please take it, I'm not want to, but I want to correct something because there's something on record which is wrong. About 2 weeks ago, some very senior person, I suppose was in from your government, sent out messages that the road from Chiweta to Karonga was fully repaired and no problem at all. I would like to request you, Mr. President, not to use that information in your campaign because you might be accused of telling lies. So please don't. To Bishop Yohani, we are very grateful that you are here. Yowachomeni, most sincere congratulations. Be assured of our prayers. Bishop Yohani, the road ahead will be rough and winding. And if anybody tells you that you'll have a picnic every day, that person has no idea what he's talking about or what she's talking about. You'll have many sleepless nights, but trust in God at all times. Our brother, Bishop Yohani, be a person of prayer, always. And to you, my brother priest, and support and work with our new bishop. To Bishop Ryan, we are obliged, John, to say, today you can say together with St. Paul that you have fought a good fight. You have finished the race and you have kept the faith. We all pray that at the end of our ministry, we will still be standing and that we will not have betrayed the Lord. We are very grateful, Bishop John. We, your brothers in the conference, will always remember you, John, for the following things, among many others, but I'll just mention a few. You are a very passionate teacher, especially of mathematics, and in fact a professor in mathematics. You are a very humble servant and pastor. You more or less have to be obliged to appear in public. You prefer to work discreetly. Not as bad as Father Fiacra, but a little bit better. Yeah. But John, I think the other thing that will certainly remember you is that you are a very strong defender of the Mother Earth. You've talked a lot about this. And above all, our brother, we will always remember you as a conference as a typical Irish defender of the underprivileged. In our conference, you always made sure that our decisions took into account the well-being of the underprivileged. Without wasting time, even in this diocese, you are going out, John, as a roaring lion in defense of the underprivileged people of Kasasiri. You single-handedly defended, spoke on their behalf without any shame, any fear, and any hesitation. We are deeply, deeply indebted to you. Some of us joined you because we didn't want history to read us wrongly, that only this foreigner from Ireland was more concerned about the people of Kasasiri than we who are born here and around here. We didn't want this, that people should say this on our graves. But, Mr. President, I know you know that we know that this issue also concerned you quite a lot. I think you also know that we know that your Vice President was very concerned about this issue, and as well as the Deputy Minister for Defense and the Minister of Trade. But there were also some of your fellow politicians who stood by Bishop Ryan, and I have no shame in naming them here. Honorable Japi Mhango, Honorable Chris Kanyasio, Honorable Bon Kalindo, I think he's honorable, but Bon Kalindo anyway. These stood with you. The others, I'm supposed, will go there now to look for votes. My message to the MDF. The MDF are used to shouting instructions at others, and the rest just answer, yes, sir, yes, sir. And suppose they think that all of us in the country will do the same. No. I would like to make this to remind the MDF of the instructions. I hope they learn this in their training, that nobody in this country is above the Constitution. That in this country we are not ruled by a military junta, but we are ruled by a democratically elected government, which serves the people under the rule of the people, the big rule, namely the Constitution. I suppose you also have been taught that nobody is allowed in this country to carry out or impose punishment, extrajudicial punishment, on anybody. Vasirikari vitu muli vantu va mpurupuru chomeni. Ivyo mukachita kwa Kasasire ni mpurupuru. Mukawaderera vantu wa Kasasire chokavanani bamama wakana vigero na mtiku. Ndichifuka mukawachitira vintu ivi. Muleke mpurupuru za mtundu uwu. Pala muli vanaruminati, murute kugoma uku. Mwakumana wanyino wa M23 mwampenka kula. We cannot accept this. Chaka icho tikapulika kuti wanyaki waimwe, tikapulika wakampekesera kuchirumba wakaimika rore na upalira vantu wagawani skaba za muntu mama imoso. So nsona hapa tapulika mpekesera za kuti wa immigration imosa wawiri mkawakora makora cha kura kuruesha. Not at all in this country. We are not under a military junta. Not even President Chakwera there is above the constitution of this country. Even the Chinese who are building the road, when they see a structure very close to the road, they pay the owner of the structure and pull it down. Imwe mwauta uko kutema ntwachi za vantu ko chanyumba za vantu ivyo yai para vantu andampaleanipo ndampaleani mwanya unu ndati muswerani rumono nimtukoweya atawatumbuka. We are approaching general elections. We as a conference call upon all politicians, all their supporters, and all parties to maintain peace in this country. We also want to be very clear that no political party should do things as if they own any part of this country. You should not. Malawians voted in this country for a multi-party system of government. Mr. President, I think also try to make sure that make deals with this issue of rumor after rumor about doubts of the work of making some equipment that they are going to use. The problem is that even one who genuinely has lost would blame the whole system on this ground. It's like, you know, we Africans here, even if you have died of AIDS or something, and you know that it's AIDS, you just say, so that we usually do that, you know. Yeah. So even if you would rightly win or whoever, the one who has genuinely lost will say, no, mukapulika za machine gun, ndikanipangisa kundirusa. To you, my brother, please, I have 3 appeals, very quick ones. Let us avoid engaging in partisan politics as we move towards elections. We made this very clear in our pastoral letter. We in the Catholic Church are not allowed to take part in partisan politics, supporting an individual politician, supporting an individual party. We are not allowed. Please understand me here. I'm not saying we should hate politicians. No, some of them are our brothers, some of them are our uncles, so we are not supposed to hate them. But we cannot, while wearing these holy garments, promote a particular position of a particular politician. Having we, your bishops here, you hear many rumors about, no, the bishop wants that. Joseph Boza. Fake news. We want all politicians to do well. It's up to the people to choose who. Last, my brother priests, let us always remember these words of St. Paul to us. This appeal which he made in Ephesians 4, verse 1. As a prisoner for the Lord, I urge you to live a life worthy of your calling, of the calling you have received. Even if we are earthenware jars, let us do our very best to live by the calling we have received. If we don't do this full stadium at one point will be empty. It has happened in Europe. It could happen here. Let us not take people for granted. They look up to us, and our failures hit them very, very, very hard. And we, brothers and sisters, the lay faithful, would like to apologize to you for all the times we have let you down. Arrogance doesn't help. It's good to know that we, your pastors, when we have failed you, feel very sorry. And I urge you to keep the faith. Wakristo temweka mwende makora. Chuta wa mdangirirani, mukafika makora. President na wakupulika chitumbuka watutora kunu kumpoto. So na watenga wakuti na mwende makora adada. Chuta wa msungirirani. Mkata uzika wa zukuru pa mwakafika. Yewo chomene. Taonga, yewo.